We're recording.
Holy shit, we're parents. Hey guys, this is your doula Hannah. You're listening to Holy Shit, We're Parents, the podcast where I, as a birthing and early child care professional, talk about making babies, birthing babies, and trying not to lose our minds raising them with my ADHD only child husband who has never cracked a parenting book, Justin.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you this evening?
Been better.
Did
just get puked on by our 2-year-old after getting puked on by our 1-year-old last night. So
yes. Spending some time at the hospital.
ER. Hooray, parenting. Luckily, It was nothing too serious.
Yep. And today we had big poop.
Yes.
So all good.
All good on that front.
Yes, we needed a big poop. And we got a big poop. So I guess we'll spend the first little bit just chatting because it's been a little while since we've recorded.
Yeah.
So
we were going to record last night, but
on your birthday, it was going to be a special birthday episode, and I was going to bring it up and sing, but we weren't able to. So happy birthday!
Thanks. Spent the tail end of it in the ER with our daughter, and some constipation issues. Poor sweet girl, but I think she's okay now.
Yes, all is well now.
And now our son has a bellyache and threw up all over me on the couch.
Yes, and we had the wonderful parenting moment of being clearly told, very clear communication from our 2-year-old. He said, I have a bellyache. Unfortunately, he said it immediately after we told him it was time to go to bed. So I think as most parents would, we thought it was a bit of a get out of bed ploy.
Also, I thought it was because he didn't eat enough at dinner time and was like, here, eat this cheese. That'll help your belly.
Eat this straight slice of American cheese.
Fuck.
At least it was Sargento. Not a sponsor, but could be Sargento. I know you like family shit. Hit us up.
Not the worst decision I've ever made, but not the greatest either.
Yeah, to be fair, though, I don't think he got into I don't even think he had any of the cheese because...
Oh, no, he had just had a bite.
There was a bite out of it and then threw up on
the puke.
I was going to say, because I cleaned up a pretty large piece of cheese with throw up on it.
Yeah. That was super gross.
Anyways, I have literally zero idea what we're talking about tonight.
Yeah. I've got 2 topics I pulled from Reddit. One is like a closer to where we're at now for parenting, and one is some shit we'll have to worry about in a few to several years.
Cool. Real quick, before we get started, this was something that just editing the episodes, especially now that we're on video. Hannah made this. This is art right here by Hannah. She did it. You could probably buy it. And she's got other pieces too. And I actually wanted to kind of make a point to start rotating them in and kind of bringing it up.
Yeah, and this one's actually for sale on my website.
Oh, I was going to say, and if there's a link or something, we'll put them in the episode notes. Description. Description was the word I was looking for to be fair. Okay.
Show notes.
The show notes. Damn it. Okay, so we're just doing both in one episode, or is there...
Yeah. Okay. I figured we'd tackle the first one in the first half, take our break, and then move on to the second one.
All right. And just real quick, maybe like programming notes or something. Is the baby monitor quieter-ish?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We just have our baby monitor right here. So I just wanted to make sure that if there was screaming, it didn't just blast right into the mic.
I mean, hopefully it won't, but part of parenting.
Yeah.
Okay, so r/parenting on Reddit. Question is, what's your consensus about monitoring 5-year-olds? At what age do you let your kid play at a playground without supervising closely? My 5-year-old attended another friend's, also 5, birthday party. It's at a picnic area with a playground nearby. My husband and I took turns following our child. The birthday child was running freely himself between the picnic and playground, and the parents were busy talking to guests. It's not too far away, but he was absolutely out of sight.
Mm.
Basically, birthday child was by himself, unsupervised, with no related adults at the playground running back and forth. Is this safe to do? I come from a country where human trafficking is common, so I'm concerned that my personal experience may be overshadowing my judgment and has turned me into an overly anxious parent. Another situation was when birthday child did something wrong. He grabbed the balloon container from the artist and knocked everything over twice, and no parents were there to correct him. The artist was visibly upset but didn't want to make a big deal. And for me, it's important to ensure your child is not wreaking havoc. I'm doubting myself, and I do want to raise my child to be confident and independent, so I'm reaching out for your experiences and thoughts.
Oh my. Do I have thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, don't like birthday kids' parents.
Right.
And it sounds like they are desperately trying to make a birthday boy that I will probably not like when he's an adult, but due to no fault of his or her own, because it seems like their parents don't give a fuck about them and don't want to be around them and just don't generally enjoy being a parent
Right.
based on what I'm gathering. Because if you don't want to be around your kid on their birthday, one of supposed to be the most special
Right.
days, not just to them but to you, because it's the day that they were brought into your life. Well, if you don't want to be around them on that day, what
are you
day do
doing?
you want to be around them?
Yeah.
Like your job as a parent isn't to be the entertainer for all the other parents there. Your job as a parent on your kid's birthday is to be your kid's entertainer and making sure they have a good and fun birthday. And that's
Right.
generally going to mean paying attention to them, or at the very least, having them in eyesight.
Yeah. 5 years old sounds way too young to be completely out of eyesight. Like, it's one thing to helicopter parent and follow them around the playground at every second. It's another thing to like totally lose sight of them and not know what or where they are or what they're doing.
Or like to have them interact with apparently some entertainment that you hired for the party, and that you need to.
Yeah.
Apparently, we should have just tried to record the episode last night instead of taking her to the hospital. So we just had to take a quick break. I know you probably didn't hear commercials yet, though. What were we talking about?
5-year-old, way too young to be unsupervised. And also, what the hell are these parents doing at their 5-year-old's birthday if not interacting with their
I mean,
5-year-old?
I'm guessing interacting with other adults there, but like, ew, who wants to do that? I don't know. I would want to hang out with my kid.
Right. Well, and like, I know this person said they came from a country where human trafficking is common, and like
what? That's I mean,
it's pretty much every country at this point. And also, even if it's not like full blown trafficking, I will always be petrified of like kidnappers or any unknown adult near my child.
Well, yeah. See, that's I'm yes, obviously concerned about that. My like big concern though is more like just like natural injury from play, and like just as somebody who's suffered pretty serious injuries, like, and then when I was older, just like have had very like more serious injuries that I would just like never tell anybody about.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of want to be around to keep an eye on that, or like if my kid
Right.
whacks their head real hard, I kind of want to know.
Yeah, like
Even though I
if they're
can't do anything.
unconscious and
Well,
can't
not
say
even that. Yeah,
anything.
but if they're just like, if you find out later when they're like showing signs of a concussion that they hit their head, and you were there, I mean, kind of piece of shit on you. You should have known. You
Right.
know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, and if they're out of
I don't know.
sight, are they out of earshot too? Like,
Are
if
they
they're
out of
calling for
mind?
you because they need you, are you gonna know
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. But again, like, what was this setup at this party where there was some sort of an entertainer a around the kids when like the supervision wasn't?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it sounds like at least these parents were around, but like the host parents should definitely have been aware of everything going on
And
there.
like I wonder slash like hope maybe it was just that they like, oh, so and so's here, they're the helicopter parents, so we don't need to pay attention because they will.
Right. But
But
that's
I don't
also
think it was.
fucked.
Oh, it is. That's fucked up. But at least there's some thought of the children are being watched. But
Yeah.
I don't think that was there. Well, I'm curious what country the poster is from, where people apparently care about their children, because we should move there.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Like, and the poster doesn't say where they're from, but like a lot of people came to the consensus of like, yeah, let your 5-year-old run around the playground while you're sitting on a bench
watching
next
them.
to
Yeah, yeah.
it.
Like right now with our 2.5-year-old, I am follow behind them, you know, 10 or so, 15 feet
Yeah,
around the playground. But when they're 5, yeah, I'm going to be like, make sure at all times you can see me and I can see you type rule. Which
exactly.
seems pretty like, I thought that was just like a parent thing.
Everyone
Yeah.
worked that way. And I mean, like, I was even practicing that today at the playground with our kids. And granted, we were the only ones there, so it was a lot easier for me
Well,
to
that's when
give
you
him more
practice. That's
independence.
like
But,
when you
like,
try it.
yeah, like standing back, letting him do his own thing, trying to not like take over. We're doing this now, and just seeing where his imagination took him. But
Well, and I think that's the thing that like maybe not everybody thinks about or considers. Like, oh, Binks. Hi, Binks.
hi, Binks.
Cat. Is that like there is a time and a place for that.
Yeah.
But at like a busy, what sounds like a busy park on a birthday is probably not the time to let your
Explore independence.
yeah, or even if you previously have. I mean, again, don't you want to be around your kid?
Right? Like, why aren't you playing with them? And like, I don't see any
Like
other.
on our kid's 5th birthday, at least on our son's, I know I'll probably be chasing him around, just begging him to try to play with me.
Right? While our daughter clings to your leg and
Yeah.
won't let you out of her sight.
Yeah. Yeah.
But another point people brought up that I didn't think about because we haven't been to a place like this yet. I'm not sure if any exist in our area, is a difference if there's a fenced in playground or not.
It didn't
Because
sound like it though.
no, but like others have said, they give their kid a little more leeway if it's a fenced in playground, which I could totally see that too.
Dog park
Because
rules.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like there's only so many ways in and out, and so many things that can distract your kid that they want to run to. So
Yeah.
I could see a little more independence there, but I'd still want them to be within eyesight.
Oh, absolutely. We have kind of had a bit of an experience with that at the library playground when we were there that one day, and there was just like that random
That
old guy there
yeah, did
who,
not like that.
and then he, I guess, went away as soon as people started giving him attention, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you still want to be alert because, like, again, even if somebody is not like taking your child, do you really want some fucking old weirdo looking at your kid and then going home and jerking off?
Right.
Like,
And
no,
that's
no, you don't.
terrifying.
So, like, be around your fucking kid on their birthday.
Right. That's what's crazier
I
too.
keep coming back to
It's
that.
his kid's
Like,
freaking birthday.
like, and I get it. Maybe they don't want the parent around them all the time or whatever, but it's
Too bad.
like it doesn't even sound like they were trying.
Right.
Is the thing.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't sound like, oh, the parents tried and the kid was like playing further away even or nothing like that. So yeah.
And Another thing I see a lot of, like we just saw the other day, and I think we both reacted to that little boy who looked not much older than our son riding his bike up the hill on the sidewalk while both adults with him sat nose deep in their
Yeah.
phones. And
Like
we
it was
both
right.
were
It
like
was like,
ready
yeah,
to
at
pull
an
over.
intersection. Yeah, it looked like he was riding up to the intersection, but it was just like, yeah, riding up a little hill to turn around and ride back down. But
Yeah.
I was just like, damn.
Nobody was watching him. And also, a drunk driver hit a kid walking on that exact sidewalk in
Shit.
that spot like 5 years ago.
Did not know that.
Yeah. So,
Damn.
like, that area scares the shit out of me with kids.
Yeah.
And so,
Crazy.
like, supervising your kid and being within eyesight means looking at them and not only your phone. Like, it was both people.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah, the problem is
the
it was
entire
like,
time did not see them look up once as we were driving by.
no, yeah, it's like a Pokemon Go
Yeah.
hot spot. It's like, what I was like, holy shit, these people are about to lose their fucking kid to Pokemon Go.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
That was my thought too, because that's where we used to go play pre-kids.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, damn, was the gym worth it? Oh, like, not only does like your kid get hit by a car, but like also you can't play that game anymore.
Right, ruined.
Right? Damn.
And that time we were at the library playground with the weirdo creepy guy walking around, there was that mom there with her 2 daughters, and she never looked up from her phone. And
Yeah,
like that man approached them and they ran up to her and played on the bench next to her, and she still at no point looked up.
Was not aware of all that.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I saw him say something to one of
busy
them.
playing with our kid.
Yeah. Well, and that was when you came over and were like, are you here with us or watching this guy? And it was because I watched him approach those 2 girls and say something. Don't know what he said, but they just looked at him and ran over to mom, babysitter, aunt, whoever she was, and like played right there next to her, and she still at no point looked up from her phone. And that was when he kind of started like walking away and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was totally unaware of the situation. I was just playing with Goober. Damn.
Yeah. So, like, there's a lot of reasons to not be glued to your phone. It's obviously take pictures and videos of your kid. Like, sometimes you got to check your phone. I know you and I are both trying to be better at like times of play and really just like at home, not being on our phones as much. But like, we're never glued to them when in a public space with our children where we are supervising them.
Well, I mean, hey, I'm Ricky Bobby. First of all, if you want to mention things that you're working on, that's great. I'm hardly ever on my phone during playtime. Like, sometimes I don't even know where it is.
That's why I said, and when we're just at home.
Well, yeah, but like, if we're just at home, I'll do what I want. But like, playtime.
Yeah.
Playtime.
All right.
Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Like, what are the comments? Like, I want to get in. So, like, I don't know. I wish this was like, oh man, I wish that was a Reddit group. Like, are these parents the asshole? Because yes, these parents of the birthday
assholes.
kid are the asshole. And I hope the general consensus was like, this person's not overreacting. You should watch your kids.
Yeah, I mean, like, some people said it depends on the kid and the parents, but generally,
I mean, I get that, but like, that's the most like dumb bullshit answer because fucking everything does. That's like saying it's all in your head. It's like, well, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, and like, I like this one. At this age, I didn't supervise my kids closely at the playground, but I did supervise their surroundings. I was aware if a random off-leash dog was approaching or a
that's
stranger.
another valid thing we didn't even think of.
Right.
Because like our kid especially, and like both of them are going to be very pro dog and like dog friendly.
Exactly. And I just saw a post in one of the Facebook groups for our town the other day about a repeat offender having their off-leash dog at a leashed park attacking other dogs. And, like, what are they going to do to a little kid in their path?
Yeah. Man, that'll get a dog owner, like, killed.
Right? But yeah, and, like, this comment was, I can trust my son, but it's the environment you have to watch out for.
I get that.
Yeah. Someone else said,
Also sounds kind of like the, I don't know, I trust you, it's the other people I don't trust. Like, yeah.
That's how I feel. I don't trust anybody else. Someone else said, right or wrong, it sounds like they assumed everyone knew who this kid was, or enough people at the party did so that they were watching him. However, it's not okay to just assumingly pawn your kids off on other adults.
It's kind of what I mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, it didn't sound like it was like at a party. Like, because when I think of like a party, I think of an enclosed space.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you're saying it's at a party, like this was a party at a park.
Yeah, which is totally different. Big open public space.
Yeah, so it sounds like anybody was welcomed, like welcome to come to this play area,
right,
freely.
Yeah.
So like there was should have been no assumption of like anything.
Right. Unlike the park that we have our son's birthday parties at, which we've done both at now. Like, there's a playground within eyesight, and you still went over there with him. There were 3 other parties going on in the same general area.
Yeah.
Like, that's a pretty common thing if it's a park with pavilions and stuff for parties.
That's exactly true. And I'm like also concerned about, like, I don't know, kids are fucking assholes. I don't want some kid being a dick to my fucking kid just because he's the birthday boy at some other party or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know.
Or for any reason. Like someone else said, it sounds like this kid was kind of a nightmare and the general public needed to be protected from him.
Yeah, this is all, like, not to mention the fact that, thanks for regulating the camera beams. Not to mention, the fact that they said the kid was just outright, like, disruptive and kind of displaying some wild
shitty behavior. Yeah, like that's another thing we are very adamant about with our children is teaching them manners, and like you don't have to necessarily always do what another adult says if you don't trust them or whatever, but you're still respectful to the people around you in general. I'd say last comment that kind of is right in line with everything we've said is I do allow my 5-year-old to roam the playground without me, but I always find a bench where I can see most of the playground. And if he moves to a part that I can't see, I don't follow him, but I do move to where I can keep him in eyesight. So again, like fostering that independence while staying aware of surroundings.
I'm a big fan of the, like, just make sure after a certain age, like, I can see you and you can see me. Not just, like, you can see a part of me, but make sure, like, if our eyes can meet if we looked at each other at the same time.
Right.
Yeah. Not that we have to all the time, but if we did.
It's there. Yeah. Because that's another thing. Like, maybe your kid needs help in a situation but doesn't want to call for a parent and just needs to make that eye contact with you to make a face so you can get them out of that situation.
Yeah, or maybe they just got fucking excited and lost in the party and then, like, forgot where they were and they're at a strange place, maybe not a playground they normally go to, and they just need to see you to get grounded.
Right.
And remember everything's okay.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about how important a parent's nervous system is for a child's regulation. That doesn't just like end after they're a toddler. You don't really form that solidified stuff in your brain until you're early to mid 20s.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, even still, if they don't need to be just like regular, they just need to, like, oh yeah,
grounded. Yeah,
that's right. Like, Mom's right there. I'm in a weird place, but there's somebody I know. Okay, cool.
I keep having fun.
Because, like, I remember being like that when I was a kid. Like, I don't know if I was just, like, a weird, like, fucking existential crisis having ass kid or what, but, like, I remember being places with, like, you know, maybe kids because, like, I went to a private school, so it wasn't just, like, people in this area went there. It was people from all over fucking Atlanta
Yeah.
went there. So, like, didn't really hang out with kids outside of school that I went to school with because they might have lived an hour and a half or 2 hours away or some shit.
Right.
So, like, there'd be times where I would go to parties with, like, you know, kids that I would know, kind of, but then there would be a lot of other kids there that they knew better or, like, from their neighborhood or
Right.
whatever, and, you know, I was kind of, like, the other, and whether intentionally or not, kids just kinda, you know, can make other, like, kids feel othered pretty
Yeah.
easily, and there'd be times where I would just, like, need to know that, like, somebody is here, or we could leave if we needed to. You know
Right.
what I mean? It's not like, what do I do? Who do I go to? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, mom or dad's right there. Done.
Yeah. I'm uncomfortable. Let's go home. Cool. We go.
Yeah.
That, like, I had a very different experience than that, being from a super small town. So, like, I knew every kid in the grade, and, like, birthday parties were always basically all the same people.
Yeah, see, that would be weird because, like, again, for me, that was how every party was. I would know the birthday boy or girl usually pretty well, and then maybe a couple other kids
Yeah.
pretty well, and then a lot of kids I would just never know, never see again.
That's so funny. Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
opposite for me. I knew most of the kids there, and then there would be like a few random cousins or something.
Yeah. I feel like if we watched videos of, like, my birthday parties, at some point there would be kids there who my parents don't even know.
Right? Like, where did these kids come from?
Yeah, because, like, at a certain point you just, like, at least in the school I went to, like, because it was a bunch of rich parents, so then my parents, I think, had to, like, follow suit, but you invited everybody in the grade
Yeah.
to the birthday party. And,
Yeah.
like, so it was like, who the fuck are these kids?
Right.
Like, Justin never talks about these kids. Like, who are these kids? And I'm like, I will sometimes see them and be like, I don't know. Like,
never met these kids in my life.
Yeah, like, you don't know them? No, I thought they were with friends of yours. Because, you know, that would happen sometimes. Like, you know, parents would invite friends. And then they would have kids.
Yeah.
And then it's like, who the fuck? You know, and sometimes I would be that kid. So then I would know nobody. Because, you know, fucking Gene, like, knows everybody.
Right.
And, like, wants to go do shit. And, like, always did. So I was just, like, would be that person of, like, and here's Justin.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
like, he.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like, I'm not cool.
I am not cool.
I'm an only child who goes to a private school, and I had a mullet unironically for too long.
To be fair, so did I, but that was because my grandma cut my hair.
Yeah, but I was, like, bucking the system. Because, like, at Mount Vernon, you weren't supposed to have hair that touched your collar. Whole back. Whoosh.
Oh.
Whoosh. Right there.
How'd you get away with that?
Whoosh. Did.
Just did.
Yeah. What was your dad giving me shit about? I'm charismatic and good looking. Wink. Dave.
Started at a very young age.
Yeah.
Awesome. Are we at a break point, or should we go into?
I don't know. We could take a break.
Okay.
If that's what you want. I kind of want to put a sweatshirt on. I'm getting a little chilly.
Let's take a break.
All right. Well, after these messages, we will be right back. Holy shit, we're parents. Hey guys, welcome to the ad break. Just real quick, if you like what you've heard, or you just like Hannah or myself in general, and want to support us, feel free to follow us on Instagram at Holy Shit We're Parents. Like and follow on whatever listening platform you are enjoying the podcast on. And follow us on Patreon if you would like to financially support us without feeling like you're just giving us money. Or you can just give us money there too, I think. Either way, thank you very much for listening. And here's Hannah with the ads.
This episode is brought to you by Booby Superfoods, the real MVPs of postpartum snacks. Whether you're breastfeeding, chasing toddlers, or just need something that doesn't make you feel like garbage, Booby's got you. Get 10% off your order at boobysuperfoods.com/revive and thrive. That's BOOBIE superfoods.com/revive and thrive. Because your boobs and your sanity deserve nice things. Okay, moms, if you're still living in those crusty maternity leggings from 3 babies ago, it's time. Comfort sweats are basically the uniform for surviving parenthood. Soft, high quality, and somehow still cute even when covered in spit up. Go to comfort.com/Hannah66030 for 10% off your order. That's CMFRT.com/HANNAH66030. Because if you can't have peace and quiet, at least you can have comfy pants. Holy shit, we're parents.
And we're back.
All right. So, next topic, still in r/parenting, is.
Sorry, I've got a sweatshirt on for all our audio
Yes.
listeners.
Okay, so this is something that I dealt with.
I was just like audio. I don't know what else to call them, listeners.
This is something I dealt with as a young age, but never at.
Are you saying this, or is this the Reddit post?
This age. This is me saying it, not reading the post yet. And I honestly don't know how I would handle when we get here, so I'm interested to hear your thoughts.
I'll probably find somebody.
Topic is co-ed sleepovers, question mark?
I'll find somebody. Well, yeah, okay. All right, see, that was a hill I'm glad I went up to before we started. Usually I'm like, oh, fuck.
My daughter is turning 13 and wants to have 2 friends, 1 girl and 1 boy, sleep over. Is this a thing now? When my husband and I said we weren't sure we were comfortable with a co-ed sleepover, she made it seem like it was a totally normal thing that lots of kids do.
Maybe it is.
I would have never even dreamed of asking my parents if a boy could sleep over when I was a kid. I probably would have been grounded just for asking. There's nothing romantic between any of them. I got hit with, what do you think, we're going to kiss or something? Gross. I'm leaning towards allowing it. My husband is somewhat more hesitant, but can't really articulate a reason. Are we just old and old-fashioned? What say you, strangers of Reddit?
Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, dude. Man. Okay, I've got a lot of thoughts because I had an initial reaction, which I think was very obvious.
Yeah.
But as they were going, a lot of what I've learned since then came into my mind.
Okay.
So my initial reaction was I lost my virginity at 14.
Right.
So as soon as I heard, because like I was doing other things that weren't all the way sex at 13.
Yeah.
So had there been a sleepover, I would be probably saying I lost my virginity at 13.
Yeah.
Like,
That's so young.
Yeah. Oh God, 14 is too
So
young. It used to be something I was like, and now like that I'm older, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
right.
You were statutory raped by a child, and then you like did the same. But I mean, the other person was older.
Yeah.
But I was just like, what, bro?
Yeah.
What? Like, oh, like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
But being said, I do think the fact that I had a certain experience and like doesn't mean that that's everybody's
right
experience. I do think kids are I feel like everybody says this every generation, but I think it's because it's true. Kids are different now.
Yeah.
I mind you, I have very limited exposure to teens now, but based on the teens that I do have exposure to, like either family or just like clients and things like that,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem to be the thing
Yeah.
anymore. Like getting laid
Right.
or hooking up. You know what I mean? Also, there's a lot more in between what even when I was 13, which was in like 2000, between what was, you know, because then it societally, even though again, this was the things that came into my mind, and I'm tripping over this because I'm stoned and don't want to fucking offend people. There's a lot more between boy and girl now. You know what I mean? I don't know if there's a better way to say that. If there is, please say it now. Okay. I was gonna edit it like over me. I think so, and that is up to you as a parent to know your kids' friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like if that boy is not interested in not only your daughter, but like girls in general, okay, that's going to completely change
the dynamic.
Everything.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And it's sad to say that, like, no matter how free my mind is, in the back of my mind, there is going to be a hang up on sex.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I just don't know why. Like, I like sex. I think sex is cool. I know our kids are going to have sex when they're older. Fuck yeah.
Hopefully not when they're
And hopefully not when they're 13. Yeah. But, like, if it happens, I hope it is informed and, you know, educated in a decision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, shit, man. But saying that, I don't necessarily want to go out of my way to put them in positions where they have to make those decisions if they don't have to.
Yeah, like you don't want to provide the environment to allow it.
Exactly. Damn.
Yeah. So when
again, do we first are there updates? Do we get any more information? Like, is the boy gay? I mean, I don't know how else to fucking ask, because it's like, if you know this little boy and like your friends, because like, I don't know, my parents knew my fucking friends.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, they knew my friends sometimes better than I did because they could look at them through a more objective lens and just through more experience as an adult. And, you know, now as an adult, I understand that you can, like, see patterns in people and generally recognize, and now I know what they meant when they would say, like, oh, you know, they're probably not a good kid to hang around. They're not a good influence. You know what I mean? Like, I understand how they can see that in a kid and maybe not even know how to explain that, because, like, I think everybody knows when you're at the park, you know, they'll like get a vibe that, you know, when there's the bad kid there. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that. And I don't want to say bad kid because, again, it's like generally not a kid's fault. Exactly. Yes.
The kid that's out for the wrong attention.
Yes, exactly. And I think that, nail on the head, out for the wrong attention, because it's not the kid's fault. Like, that's why I hesitate to say bad kid.
Yeah.
Because it's like, up until a certain age, they're not a bad kid. They're a kid who's being parented badly.
Yeah.
So, oh, shit.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, I'll go to my experience. Again, not as an early teenager. I feel like there were years this was not allowed, but
the 13 like rocked me. I thought it was gonna be like 8 or 9.
Age. And yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. Like, I remember, I know I've told you this story all my
But
friends
see,
as a small child were boys. I just like got along with boys, wasn't a super girly little girl. So like one of my first best friends was a kid named Corey, wanted to have a sleepover birthday party and wanted me to come. And his mom was like, okay, well, I talked to Hannah's mom and she said that Hannah can come if you invite one other girl because I was going to be the only one. And he was like, but I don't like girls. And she was like, what do you think Hannah is?
Yeah.
So that just like wasn't even on our radar. And also, we all slept in the living room. His mom was out there with us. It was me and her and the one other girl that came, my friend Leah. We're on the pull-out couch, and all the boys slept on the floor. And I don't think he was even friends with Leah. I'm pretty sure it was up to me who the other girl was because I was his only.
Oh my God,
friend.
she was the me at the party. That poor girl, she had to stay all night.
Right. And then I
shitty
remember
sofa bed.
Yeah, so sweet Corey, one of my first friends.
Shout out Leah for being not only the other, but probably waking up
through the night.
This is why your back hurts now. Is that sofa bed?
And then another kid I was really good friends with, because of Sunday school and stuff, was Robbie. And I remember wanting him to come over for a sleepover and having to like convince our parents about it. And I think we were like 8 or 9.
Well, Sunday school, he was obviously.
And I'm still friends with his mom on Facebook.
Oh shit! Sorry. Maybe don't share this episode.
But like, we slept in my room, but on the floor, and like, I remember being so pissed because I got up to go to the bathroom and came back, and he had rolled into my spot, and I was like, "What the fuck, man?" But yeah, again, little kids, super innocent type situations. And then I don't remember even thinking about going to or asking for a sleepover from like 13 to 15-ish. And then after that, for sure had co-ed sleepovers at my house, but it was like party situation, not like 2 other people situation.
Yeah. See, now that I say that, Lauren and Megan and I would have sleepovers.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you didn't even think about that because it wasn't like it was a girl. It was just your 2 best friends.
I mean, until a certain age, yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, there was, and I'm curious what it would have been like if we had not moved. Because we moved when I was 12.
Right.
So, like, we kind of like, it happened up until then.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. I didn't think about that. But even then, like, I remember my parents not thinking about it. This is funny. Just triggered like a story. And we were down there for the holidays. And why were we down there for the holidays? That's weird. But it must have been. It was after we moved, or maybe it was when Gary was down there. Shit, was I that old? 18 maybe? Or we're down there visiting. I'm sorry, I don't know. Anyways, and it was like between Christmas and New Year's, and we were at a party at one of Lois's sister's house. So obviously, like, we know them, they're family.
Yeah.
Whatever. And her Sharon's husband's sister was there. Ben's sister was no I'm sorry. I'm losing. I'm stoned. Anyways, so they sent us kids up to bed, right? And all the younger kids were kind of sleeping in one room watching a movie because there were other cousins there. And I think like Lauren and I and maybe 1 or 2 other kids were sleeping in a different room. And like we were kind of on the floor just like next to each other.
Yeah.
And then it got, like, I guess, mentioned downstairs that was maybe a little weird because of how old we were and stuff. And I guess nobody else had really thought about it. And, like, we hadn't really
Yeah.
thought about, I mean, obviously, I think as a teenage boy, I was just like, lay next to a girl, lay next to a girl. Because, like I mentioned, I was, like, you know, unfortunately doing stuff at an earlier age.
Yeah.
But it wasn't there at that time. So, like, oh, fuck, I don't know. I'm rambling. This has got my mind, like,
In so many places.
fried. Like, yeah, man, holy shit. I mean, okay, if I haven't given an answer yet, and I need to, and it's just like, what is your answer, other parents? It's, you should know both of these kids pretty well if your child is comfortable enough inviting them over, and that should be your answer.
Yeah. You should know from knowing them.
Yes, it is weird if you know those kids and it's weird. You know what I mean? No, it's not weird if you know these kids and it's not weird. Like, if these are, like, even if it's not, like, a kid who's not interested or whatever, if, like, you know this kid and they're, like, it's the type where they, like, are living at your house from awake time to sleep time.
Right.
Anyways, or your kid is living at their house, then, like, you have that much trust. Do you not, again, do like what you were saying? Let's have a camp out in the living room. Everybody can have a sleepover. Like, yeah, we can do this, but, like, I'm gonna be here, and, like, no, I'm not a cool mom. I'm a regular mom. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? It's fucking the opposite of Mean Girls.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Because, yeah, that's the other thing that, like, has me thinking about sleepovers in general. Like, because of my experiences with sleepovers at other kids' houses, I don't want our kids going to sleepovers at other kids' houses. Like, I want our house to be the sleepover house.
See, I've spoken before about me sleeping, like, going to sleepaway camp, crying my eyes out.
Yeah.
I don't know if I mentioned it before, but, like, I went to a sleepover one time. Oh my god, so horrible. Dude, can I tell this? Can I ramble?
Of
I don't
course,
know. Okay.
yeah, we're talking just sleepovers in
What is this
general now.
podcast? Hannah's actually having to start her own different podcast because I took over this one and ruined it.
You didn't ruin anything. Christmas is ruined.
Christmas is ruined. The podcast is ruined. Oh my god, I had this sleepover. So I must have been 12.
Okay.
At the oldest, because it was when I was still living down in Atlanta. There was this one like really fucking rich kid that went to our school. Or seemed like it at the time.
Yeah.
Like, mom dropped him off, and it was almost like a different car every week with, like, a personalized license plate that said, like, 1, 2, 3, 4 after.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, and then, like, going over to the house, because parents were separated. I think the dad owned, like, a very big company or something like that. It was in Country Club of the South, which is, like, gated. It's where fucking, like, I'm pretty sure, like, Usher lived there and shit like that.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was in there. If not, it was in the neighborhood that was, like, right outside of it, and they, like, took me in there. Anyways, might have been outside. Gene's gonna fucking call me out. That's why I'm trying to correct it. So anyways, super fucking rich parents. Dude has older brothers. So the environment and separated. So the environment at this house, fucking
chaos.
Alien to me. Alien to me.
Yeah.
So we went with his 2 older brothers, drove us in their Jeep. Fucking, it felt like the beginning of Babes in Toyland when fucking, what's her name, falls out of the back of that Isuzu Tracker. To the movie theater to see Austin Powers.
Awesome.
Yeah. So this was whenever Austin Powers came out in movie theaters, like, originally, and I was born in 87. So this is how old I was. Do the math at home. So went to see Austin Powers, like, then went home I don't even know when or where we ate, but I cried my fucking eyes out because we were like, I don't know where we slept, in the floor in his mom's room or some weird shit. I don't fucking know. I hated it. I hated sleepovers. I hated sleeping anywhere that wasn't home. And to be fair, I didn't really like having people sleep over at my home. And like, even when I was older, like a teenager, I would sleep over at I would definitely sleep over at like Kyle Smith's house.
Yeah.
And then until it got to the point where I would just like, you'd be wasted passing out somewhere. But
Yeah.
even then I was like, fuck, like I could just walk home. You know what I mean? Because like I get that pre-bed like anxiety and shit.
Right.
So like, and there were times I would.
Yeah.
I'd just walk home because fuck it, I could. We live in a small town.
Yeah.
But like, god damn, sleepovers, as you can see, give me anxiety even still. The way I think reacted to this question.
Yeah, and so like my experience with sleepovers and why I want to be the sleepover house and why like I turned my house into the sleepover house was
It was
a
haunted and you were
combination.
terrified.
Huh?
It was haunted and you were terrified.
Well, yeah, I was, but that's still where people came, and I think part of why people came there was because it was haunted and they wanted to see some creepy shit. But like thinking back now, at the time, some of these things I thought were really cool, and also some of these things I knew were terrifying. To get a little, I guess, dark for a second, there was a house that a lot of my friends. Oh no. What happened, video?
Oh, the phone died.
No.
Well, I guess we can just keep going with the audio.
Okay.
This will just cut out. We'll just wrap it.
Yeah.
All right, so
I don't see
sorry.
anything moving for audio.
Oh no. Is the audio not? Yeah, it is. Right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so there was like the girl that would have people over for sleepovers in the grade below me, and she had older brothers, and I went to their house once with a friend who liked one of the older brothers, and the dad made me super uncomfortable, and so I was like, "Hey, I'm going to go like back to your house cuz we had walked over there from her house, and if you don't come with me, I'm probably going to wake up your mom cuz we definitely weren't supposed to be there that late." And it turned out that that dad was molesting a bunch of girls that he was having his kids bring over to the house. Also had friends with parents who were just like, "Yep, here's all the alcohol you want, you 14-year-old." Like, had one friend with a mom who like was literally giving us flasks before our choir concerts, and we were getting drunk and going on stage, and then I'd go for a sleepover at her house.
Well,
and
she's
I'm
not a
like,
regular mom. She's a cool mom.
yeah, and like that's fucked. Again, I'm not a cool mom. I'm a regular mom.
Yeah, like that's one thing that I'm also again like. See again, but it's like it just sounds like they're not the cool parent. They're being a regular parent. They're reaching out. They're asking a question.
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to like not just dwell on talking about little kids getting sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
So no sleepovers.
Yeah, no sleepovers.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna go back to what I said before. Like, you should know these kids if your kid is comfortable enough to ask you, or you should know your kid. Like, is your kid the type of person who would even ask you if, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, the fact that they're reaching out on Reddit leads me to believe, hopefully, that they're an involved-ish parent. But
yeah, I'm terrified
so
of when
if they
sleepovers come
are,
up.
then again, you know more than we do. We're strangers.
Right.
you should not be asking us to make this decision,
Yeah.
which it sounds like they are. They're like, we want people to weigh in. So it's like, well, no, you guys have a vote for each and you want a decision maker.
Right.
So again, that's a decision maker. I don't know. As a dad, if I have an instinctual no to something like this, sorry, but it's
That's
going to
what
be
it
no
is.
for right now
Right.
because, like, for selfishly, I'm not going to live with that.
No, and
You know what I
there's a
mean?
reason we have instincts.
Yeah, but don't get me started on that. A lot of our instincts are shit.
Yeah, but I'd
Yeah.
still rather listen to them.
Well, for me, it's more of I would rather not have to live with the guilt or like trauma that comes with
Right.
I was gonna but or you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or it's like no, I did.
Yeah.
And you know what? Nothing happened.
Cool.
So
Yeah. And
yeah,
when it
sorry
comes to
you're
our
mad at me,
kids,
but they can stay really later than
Yep.
anybody's ever stayed, and I will drive them home, 0 issues, no questions, no bitching, nothing. But that's it.
But
You know
that's
what I
it,
mean?
yeah.
Like, yeah, they can stay till 4 a.m, but like I'm staying awake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I might not be right here in the room with you, but I'm gonna be aware of what's going on, and I'm gonna be popping in whenever the fuck I want.
Right.
And like we're all gonna be cool with that because nothing's going on, right?
Exactly.
Like yeah.
Yeah. But I think I am probably going to be the no, you're not going to sleepovers.
No, because I don't trust other parents. But again,
No.
unless I know these parents, like if it's my kid's best friend and like we know them, we do things with them, we have a relationship with these people. And again, if there's somebody that I trust to have my kid over for an extended period
I
of
guess,
time,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like again, it's so situational.
But yeah, and it totally has to be we trust these people and we trust them enough to not have other people over while our child is there. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of nuance there, but
like
we can totally be the sleepover house.
like Jesus Christ, I'm remembering all sorts of shit that goes against like everything that I say. We took Lacey to fucking Myrtle Beach for a week, I think.
Yeah.
So like her parents let her, and she must have been a junior in high school,
Yeah.
go away with her boyfriend and his parents for a week. No. No.
Right.
Oh man. But see, and again, like, oh man.
Either no or we're coming too.
Yeah. But like, why did we do that? But, okay, we're gonna need to talk to Gina and Karen about this because I'm gonna need to find out how I finagled this.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know.
Oh God. We have so many hard decisions to make as parents.
Oh God. I guess it's just one of those things like, I don't know. Sex is such a weird thing for some reason. And like, again, that was never mentioned ever.
Right.
And that's been
what comes up.
the first thing that came to my mind and been the
Same
most
for me,
of the
because
conversation.
of you.
And what?
Because of how young you were.
Oh. I hate sleepovers.
No, but I just thought about like that difference in our experience.
Yo, as soon as I heard 13,
yeah,
I was like, okay, that took a left.
yeah,
Yeah, my 16-year-old. Okay, I was just gonna say my 16-year-old wants to have her boyfriend sleep. I would sleep. Oh my God.
yeah. I was gonna say you did those things.
Yeah, I did those things. Oh my God. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just like, my world is rocked by my own past right now.
All right, should we cut it there then?
I don't know, I guess, because I don't know what else I'm gonna have to add that's not just like me talking about like who let me do these things?
Gene, what were you doing?
Laying awake in bed.
Fretting.
Like, yeah. listening to me sneak out. Or sneak in.
I guess that's what it was. She wasn't letting you do anything.
Yeah. Well, she was aware it was happening, and I think after a certain point, it was just like, I have to work in the morning. Which I'm curious what it's going to be like then. You know what I mean? Or like, which is kind of one of the reasons why maybe we're subconsciously trying to get like professionally into positions where our schedule can maybe not really have us be in a, guys, come on, I gotta like work first thing in the morning.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Being a parent is terrifying.
Man, not what I thought I was going to be walking away from the recording thinking about having just like a crisis. I thought I was probably going to have a crisis at some point in the evening, but it was going to be brief. But
now it's this.
Now I'm living in it because I already lived it. Oh my God, my world is so rocky.
Awesome. Well, I guess we'll say that's it for today's episode of Holy Shit, We're Parents.
If you like what you've heard for some reason, be sure to like or follow us on your podcast platform of choice. We're also on YouTube. Check us out there. Anything else? You can follow me on Instagram at Daddy Muscles. Follow Hannah at
Your Doula Hannah.
The show is at Holy Shit, We're Parents, fucking everywhere. And we'll see you next time.
God, all I'm thinking about is all the horrible things I did as a teenager now too.
Bye.
Holy shit, we're parents.